The Ace of Swords. The Ace is always a gift. This is a new beginning. This is something where you can cut through. A new beginning, it's got two sides to it, hence the sword, two different places here. It's showing there can be a victory and a cutting away, carving through a new idea. It's a thought process that will need some development. The Two of Swords is quite a negative looking card. It does represent a pair or a partnership. It's showing in this picture that this lady is really restricted because she needs to take off the blindfold in order to see things clearly. Perhaps she's wearing rose-coloured glasses here. But the decision she needs to make may be something that she's afraid of. So it's usually to do with making a decision and having to cut away from something that's no longer of any use to you. But there's a feeling of being controlled by someone or something. All this person needs to do is put down the swords, take off the blindfold, and have the swords and use it to protect themselves. So they are in a position of being able to change this. It just appears that they are under threat. It's a personal choice as to whether or not they rescue themselves. The Three of Swords is always a card of heartbreak, and this heartbreak has a history. It's not the first time. This is a card of history of repeating itself, allowing a situation to reoccur. It is usually to do with the fact that this matter has repeated itself several times and this person is constantly feeling enslaved by this. But it is showing that this now could be cut away from if this person wants to enough. They have to be in a right frame of mind to decide to let go of this pain and to move forwards. The Four of Swords is about taking time out, a retreat, a solace, needing to spend some time, recovery. You need to take some time out, you need to look after yourself, and if you don't, the cards are usually suggesting that maybe a period of time will be given to you where you will have some time to think things through. I.e., if you don't sort it out yourself, the universe will help you have that time out for that retreat. It's a period of rest, of doing nothing. The Five of Swords. Whenever we see a 5 in tarot, we can always consider it to be a little difficult to deal with. 5 is not the lucky number within the tarot. Within the Five of Swords, we see people gossiping behind this person's back. This person is being made to feel overwhelmed by what's happening. It's to do with arguments, bullying, contemplation of whether or not to actually let go of some outdated friends. And it's also a time of looking at things and wondering, does it matter what people say? You may need to turn your back onto sort of some harsh words from other people. But the gist of this card is, it's about other people interfering and asking you to let go and to think your own thoughts and not to become enslaved into what they're thinking. The Six of Swords is a passage away. It's asking you to move forwards through experience. Now within this picture we can see somebody in a boat and the ferryman is taking them away. They're coming out of choppy waters, moving into calmer waters. So this is a passage away. It usually signifies a difficult period of time where someone or something has come in to help, to take over, to allow them to give themselves a little bit of a break while someone else takes the reins for a while. It's definitely a card of progress. The Seven of Swords is a card that has a slightly unethical feel towards it. It's a card of taking something that perhaps doesn't really belong to you, of taking something that you need to take, but it feels unethical, almost like you're ducking and diving. It's also asking you to perhaps think about taking a U-turn and re-evaluating everything. So it's a card of asking you to look at things from a completely different angle and to sometimes reach out and take something and act in a slightly unethical way compared to that of your normal daily habits. There's a feeling here of needing to actually ask this person to look over his shoulder and watch his back. Who is watching? What is there? And how could this be used against you? But it is still saying it is worthwhile to go ahead and take what is not necessarily yours.